has yet to respond. The Afghan army will continue to fight other terror groups, including Daesh. Several international organizations, including NATO, have welcomed the move.
I welcome the announcement of a ceasefire made by President Ghani and the Government of National Unity. This is a positive step forward on the path to peace. NATO fully supports an Afghan-led and Afghan-owned peace and reconciliation process.
Omar Samad is the former Afghan ambassador to Canada, France and Belgium. He joins me now live from Washington, D.C. Good to have you with us. President Ghani has made several overtures in the past towards the Taliban. How surprised were you by this unconditional ceasefire that he's now announced?
Somewhat surprising, but it is part of a pattern. The president announced a few months ago a package for peace, and as part of peace overtures to the Taliban that was very generous and has not been accepted or even commented on yet. So the Taliban are busy with their own agenda. We will have to wait and see over the next few days to see if they will embrace this new overture by the Afghan government. Meanwhile, I think fighting goes on in Afghanistan, and the Afghan forces have been told to defend themselves and make sure that they are on alert, even though they are not supposed to go on the offensive once the ceasefire is put in place.
This ceasefire is being described as a unilateral ceasefire, but will there not have been some kind of communication, at least, between President Ashraf Ghani's people and the Taliban? I mean, who would he have agreed this with before announcing it?
Well, it is unilateral. I don't see any signs that there are Taliban leaders, at least Taliban leaders who believe in a peace process at this point, who have indicated that they are willing to put their arms down at this point. Yes, we do know that amongst the Taliban there are certain rifts. We do not know how deep it is and how it is being managed, whether inside Afghanistan or outside of Afghanistan, where the Taliban have safe havens in Pakistan. So it will be interesting to see how not only the Taliban react to this, but also how Pakistan reacts, as well as other regional players who, over time, especially over the last year or two, have more of a stake in what is happening in Afghanistan. And I think that the Afghan people obviously want peace, and they want to see a ceasefire that is good for everyone. But this is just a step. It is
it'll be interesting to see where this ceasefire leads and if it leads to anything more substantial. But it's a decision that has been welcomed by some, including NATO, but it's not popular with everyone. Some in the Afghan army are saying that it's just simply going to give the Taliban a chance to regroup, so it may backfire.
I think that you will see two camps evolve over the next few days, those who support it and think that this is the right thing to do at this point, and those who will not. They all will have their own reasons. The international community seems to be on board with this announcement, but let's not forget, this is an announcement for ceasefire between a certain date to another date. It doesn't last more than a few days. What happens between now and then and thereafter will matter probably more. But it's a test of the will of the Taliban and their supporters to see if they are willing to come forward and maybe make an overture to others. I'm not sure, and I don't think many people are sure that that is going to happen. If it happens, it's good. If it doesn't, it's going to probably be business as usual.
Omar, thank you very much indeed for speaking with you. Good to get your thoughts there, Omar Samad.